A twisted body hung from a utility pole. It looked like a worker who had been repairing the power lines. Matt just glanced at it and kept walking, because there were plenty of bodies like this scattered across the streets. It all started with a citywide blackout. At the time, Matt and a few friends were playing poker indoors, when suddenly the entire city went dark. Strangely, they noticed it was snowing outside, even though it was clearly summer. Then cars on the streets began colliding uncontrollably. Drivers seemed to lose all awareness. Matt pulled out his phone, only to find the signal dead. One friend, Russo, suddenly remembered his daughter was home alone, and tried to head back, but as soon as he stepped outside, he collapsed. Not a single living person remained on the streets. Someone noticed an elderly man across the way, just waking up. Matt and the others waved to signal him not to open the window, but curiosity got the better of him and he stuck his head out. The moment snowflakes touched his face, he passed out within seconds. His wife came running to check on him, and when the snow touched her arm, she collapsed too. As daylight broke, Matt realized staying inside would eventually kill him. He put on a heavy coat and a gas mask, and stepped outside. Sure enough, the snow was harmless as long as it didn't touch the skin. After briefly glancing at Russo's body, Matt headed toward downtown. The streets were littered with endless corpses. Alone, Matt had no choice but to search for any other survivors. He arrived at a train station. A train sat there, surrounded by bodies. Just as he was about to leave, he noticed a car filled with a dozen people, calling out for help. Matt entered the car and realized this compartment hadn't been affected by the snow. The aisle was littered with corpses, obviously passengers who had tried to open windows and accidentally touched the snow. The group had been trapped for 6 hours. The temperature inside was dropping, and the only way to stay warm was to huddle together. Looking at these desperate survivors, Matt knew he couldn't save them. All he could do was toss a bottle of water to them. They scrambled for it immediately. Then Matt prepared to leave, promising he'd try to find help. In reality, even without the snow, they would soon freeze or starve to death. Next, Matt went to his daughter's apartment, but found the place in shambles and no sign of her. Suddenly, a stranger burst in. Matt grabbed him by the collar, demanding to know where his daughter was. The man explained he was just a survivor scavenging for supplies. As Matt was about to let go, he noticed a few snowflakes stuck to the back of his hand, but Matt didn't die. At that moment, his ex-wife, Elena, arrived. She sent the other survivors away, and told Matt that Anna had spent the night at a classmate's house yesterday and was now missing. The two of them just finished planning how to search for their daughter, when they opened the door to find many survivors blocking their way. It turned out the man had spread the news that Matt had touched the snowflakes and survived.